we're back.
This is the last day in July.
Right.
We have our friend from Enemi Entertainment
Yes.
coming in and speaking with us for a little bit. John, we've known John for a long time.
Yeah.
back
Episode
in the days, man.
196. We're at episode 196, boy. That's crazy.
196, dude. 196. That is insane, bro.
Insane
It's
in the
insane.
membrane.
It's insane how time is just flying by, brother.
Yeah, time is not our friend.
No, it isn't. Yeah, this is the July 31st. Yeah, so John's going to be on the show. He's going to be talking to us about Enemi Entertainment. He dabbled a little bit in the distribution game, so we'll ask him a little bit about that. And yeah, man, it's been quite a month. We've had a lot of really good guests on the show this month. Get Your Meds segment, which I love that little video you sent me of how you have the
speaking of Get Your Meds,
Get Your Meds.
Here it is. We're gonna go into it.
It's time for your medicine.
So that's the intro
Nice.
to Get Your Meds.
I can't see it, but I'm sure it was good.
It was pretty
I
dope.
mean, I saw it already. You showed it to me, but that's awesome, dude. I like that another little wrinkle into the production.
Yes.
So that's awesome, dude.
You know how my
no,
mind,
that's awesome.
you know how my mind works.
Yeah. No, that's good, man. That's good. So, yeah. So today on Get Your Meds, we're talking about Beyond the Comics.
Beyond
All right. And this is a piggyback for you followers, for faithful followers who have subscribed to the channel. You probably have seen the Craze in Less Than 10. And Sam, you had a very interesting topic that I kind of got me thinking, and it was where to invest your money.
Yes.
Right? Do you invest it in I think it was like toys and stuff like that, or just the comics?
Anyway, where should you invest your money? Should you put it into comics and figurines, or just comics? That is the topic of the day. This is the Crazy 10 or less. Stop acting up. Let's talk crazy.
And so I started thinking, beyond the comics, and we have to think beyond the comics as creators, because as much as I love comic books, that's not necessarily where the money is. Actually, that's not where the money is. It costs you more money to print the comic than it does the money you're going to make on it.
Right.
So, which is why, and we've spoken about this in the past, licensing is important and things of that nature. So yes, I kind of wanted to talk about that today. Just beyond the comics. Let's talk about beyond the comics. So you made some interesting points. You had some figures. You said that when you're trying to do these figurines, like let's say for example, you're trying to dabble into the whole, I want to make some toys out of my comics.
Right.
You said you would have to produce a minimum of 5,000 units.
Right.
5,000 units at $8, between 8 and 12. So I just said 10. Nice round number, $50,000 that you would have to come out of pocket to do that.
And I got nothing but lit in my pockets.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, it's a lot of cheddar. A lot of cheddar.
That's
Could make
a
a lot of
lot of
grilled
money,
cheese sandwiches with that.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So what do, right? That's when I guess the investors have to come in. So I know that you spoke a little bit about that. So can you just talk a little bit more about like planning for something like that?
So yes.
What if you want that?
What if you wanted it? So that's where the biggest thing, and I talk from personal experience, and in the beginning of the indie movement, was sparked by Image Comics. There was a lot of us that were looking to make a statement, right? Branding, right? So I think it's like my mom used to say, you eat with your eyes, right? It's like, I want everything on the plate, just load it up, right? And then next year, you're walking away, your stomach's full and half the plate's still there.
Yeah.
Similar thing. You're not ready to take on that responsibility. And I learned that just from watching some of peers in the industry, but also with how much it costs. So if the biggest mistake we make is we think that our stuff is so amazing that if we do it, the world's going to want it. And that's not the case, because you're competing with the world. Everybody has an idea. Everybody has a prototype. Everybody wants to be the next best thing.
Everybody, this is John Kotsis of Enemi Entertainment. And
Yes.
he's joined the show today. Thank you very much, John, for being on the show. We're going to talk
welcome.
about a
Thanks
lot
for
of
having
stuff.
me.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of things. We've known John for a very long time. Do you remember how we met, John, or where we met?
Comic-Con,
Big
Big
Apple.
Apple show.
Yes, you had like
Back in the days in 2007, around there, I believe.
you
Yeah,
had like a
something like
posse at your table. Yeah. I was like, look at this guy.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your beginning there, John. When you were when Enemy started, tell us a little bit about how you got into it.
Basically, I always wanted to publish my own work versus, going with the big boys and all that. So we started publishing through Enemy, and we did a few books here and there. Then we did also a distribution route with Haven Distributors back then. And then after that, it all just broke apart. I took a little time away, and now we're trying to get back, but doing it in a different way. What we're going to do is not just publish. We're going to just do different routes. We're publishing graphic novels, joining with others, doing stuff a different type of way, not just one book. And that's going to be a straight, comic series. We're just getting stuff out, whether it be in television, film, whatever incorporates with it later on down the road.
Yeah, no, those are big moves, man. I like that. When you started and you started Enemy back what, in 2007? Is that when you guys started?
2007, yeah, back then, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that beginning. Tell us a little bit about how you started in the business. What made you start and how you got started?
Basically on my own. I always had a passion for comics, so decided to go my own way. Did it by myself in the beginning, then put together a team, had a partner at the time. He went on to different venues to do other stuff, pursue film and perfume business and stuff. And then just do my own thing. I wanted to do my own stories, do my own creations, do my own characters, get it out there. As you guys remember, when we did the Big Apple shows back then, it was pretty good. It was pretty hot. It was fun. Now, unfortunately, we're tied up like this, video meetings, there's no conventions, there's no, stuff like that. But we'll try our best to get back on our feet and do whatever we can at this time. Movies. But you know what? Like I was discussing with Jorge before, I'm 100% sure somebody will go see a Wonder Duck animated series. Somebody would definitely go see There's an Alien in My Toilet series on Netflix or anything. Guaranteed. It's just that it needs to get its, outlet. It needs to get shined out there and shown. It has to be. Because you see, Sam, look what I found.
Look at that plug! Wow, that is awesome.
I first got this from Sam back in the day. He even signed it, if you can see it right there.
Look at that!
Yeah.
Wow.
This book is freaking cool. The character is cool. I love this stuff. And you're telling me something like this cannot be on TV? Something like this cannot be on? Of course it could. It's very marketable.
Yeah. It's funny because we were
just know about it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We were
Then
just
we
talking
have
about
this little gem.
John, you're just pulling everything out. Right? You're like,
Well, listen, if they're gonna talk the talk, walk the walk. They're here.
I hear you, man. I hear you. We were just talking about that. Talking about beyond the comics, and what we're talking about right now, where like people would like to see that stuff. And I was telling Sam the most rewarding thing. Remember, I told you, Sam, the most rewarding thing is when somebody pulls out that old comic that they showed, because these comic books that we made back in 10 years ago, they're like, we were talking about shelf lives. The shelf life of these characters are endless because we can do whatever we want. We are the owners of these properties, so we can pitch them however we want. And and I think that's part of the key of how to keep these things going.
Right.
Yeah, that's the truth, man. Your characters, both characters. There's an Alien in My Toilet, Wonder Duck. There's no reason. There's absolutely no reason. Nobody should be introduced to them. Nobody should have them on their TV sets, whether it be a YouTube series or anything. There's absolutely no reason. Ross, over here, Wonder Duck, There's an Alien in My Toilet, all those forbidden. I have that, but I couldn't find it this morning. The black and white.
The black and white? Yeah. Nice.
That's amazing, Jeff.
And why did I keep them? I kept them because I enjoyed them. Yeah. Your book just came out, Wonder Duck. That's recent.
Yeah, that's recent.
Sam, I kept those. From 2007. We're in 2020.
Fascinating.
Awesome, I love John, bro. He just says it how it is. He's like, yo, dude, I'm gonna draw this by hand. All right. You're gonna
Nice.
buy it. That's it. I don't
Look,
care.
I'm
I
taking
love
2
it.
rocks and I'm going in a cave wall and I'm creating hieroglyphics
I love it.
and you're
I
gonna
love
buy
it.
it.
He doesn't care.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
know.
don't care. He's like, as a matter of fact, I hate digital. Like, I love it. I love the attitude.
If I see
man, but
someone doing digital, I'm gonna hit him over the head.
but I love it. He's, hey, he says it how it is. That's what he feels. That's what he's saying. And he's been doing this for a while, man. He's been doing this for a while.
Yeah,
but it's like you, dude. Like, you just can't. He left for a while. He's back in it, man.
Yes.
He's back in it.
But not only that, I mean, look at this. It's crazy, so it's funny. It's really fascinating because when I decided to come back in, CAG is back. Keith Murphy.
Keith
he's
Murphy, yes.
CAG is back. A lot of indies that were gone are back. I mean, I think there's like this excitement going on. I think the COVID, put a little, burst the wind a little bit. Because there's some momentum going on right now because there's a lot of cats that are out there right now that are looking to finish what they started, and it's an exciting time.
So crazy, crazy. Who's the craziest? I'm so crazy. You so crazy.